Hey everybody, Pastor John here. Wow, I hope you're holding up. This coronavirus isolation thing is getting tough on everybody. We're praying for you. You're in our thoughts. Again, please call the church anytime. Let us know what's happening with you, and if there's any way we can support you, we definitely want to do that. Hey, today I want to talk to you about, just in the way of a little devotional, this phrase I just hear it all the time. It goes something like this: we'll get through this together. And the truth is, if I'm being real honest with you, that phrase bugs the daylights out of me. Now, let me tell you why in just a second. I want to start with a story. And the story goes back to, a number of years ago when the United Nations building was built in New York. There's a wall at the United Nations. It's called the Isaiah Wall. And on the Isaiah Wall, you read these words: "They shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." Now here's the deal. That is a quote. It's called the Isaiah Wall because that's a quote from Isaiah chapter 2 and the last part of verse 4. But guys, they leave something out of that quote. And this is the rest of the story. It's the verse before verse 4. It's verse 3. It says, "People from all around the world will come and they will say, 'I know, let's go up to the mountain of the Lord. Let's go to the house of God. And there God will teach us his ways. God will help us walk on his paths. For the Lord's teachings will go out worldwide from Zion,'" which is Israel, "and his sword will go out from Jerusalem," or rather his word will go out from Jerusalem. "Then God himself," we're told in the first part of verse 4, "will mediate between the nations and will settle international disputes." It's so interesting to me. The United Nations quotes from Isaiah. They're going to beat their swords into plowshares and pruning hooks, but they leave God out. And that kind of takes me back to this phrase, hey, we'll get through this together. Guys, there's something missing here, and that is our God. What we really need to be saying is, we will get through this following Jesus together. That's the key. Guys, we will get through this following Jesus together. You know, it's funny to me, Jesus often referred to his followers, to people as sheep. And I think he did it for a reason, for many reasons. But I think of being a lost sheep out in the woods. That's scary. There's wolves out there. And so I know, let's do this. Let's get a bunch of sheep together, all lost, put them all in the woods, and that's going to take care of everything, right? Not at all. All that means is that the wolves have a bigger meal. That's all that means. What we need is Jesus in the mix. We need the Good Shepherd. And I love what Jesus said in John chapter 10 and verse 27. He said, "My sheep, they listen to my voice. I know my sheep, and they follow me. And I will give them eternal life, and my sheep will never perish." Hey, it's not about getting through this together, because it's still going to be a mess on the other side of coronavirus in so many ways. But if we go through this and we're following Jesus together, that's when life begins to change. Guys, it's in our shepherd, the Good Shepherd, Jesus, that we find our safety and our security. God bless you today, and start thinking this. We'll get through this following Jesus together.